Okay, I'm going to do a swirl braid, or I don't know what to call it, but that's what we're calling it, a swirl braid. So what I've done is I've gave her a side part, and then I've just parted it off in a square or rectangle on top of her head. Because what you're going to do is you're going to use these 2 points to make the swirl. So what the braid is going to do is go from here around and around the back of her head over to the side. So I'm just going to show you how I do it. So you can clip these off if you want, if that makes it easier for you. But where I'm going to start is here on this angle, on this corner. And I just do an inside out braid just because that's easier for me. So just do whatever it works better for you. But the trick is just in positioning yourself in the right way and then pulling hair from the right places. I start my braid in this corner, and I'm going to start working it my way over to the other corner on an angle. So what I start doing is pulling hair from the middle rather than from where I've originally parted it off. Again, you just use the corners as kind of your axis to go from. So from here I'm pulling right from my part to get that in all nice and neat. But from here I'm just kind of taking it from the middle. Turn a little bit. So now I'm going to start turning as I've gotten over to this side. And I come down here closer to her face, keeping that part there. And still pulling from the middle, and you can kind of see the center point I'm working off of. When you come around, you'll pick up the other side. Okay, now it's coming from that side. Okay, keep turning. Now is where you want to start picking up where you parted it off in the first place. You can see how you've picked up all this hair. Now, since the braid is going to travel this way, you just start picking up hair on the other side of the part and just keep twisting it towards the back. See, this way then all the hair that's going in comes from a nice neat place and doesn't look all jumbled. Once I get it just to where her ear is, or just behind, I take one last section right here by her ear and try and make it look tidy back there, or parted off. And then I'm going to stop taking it from the bottom and only take it from the top at this point. You can keep taking it from the bottom if you want all the hair in, but for this one I'm just going to leave the back down. So you just continue around the back of her head like this, taking hair just from the top. So it looks like that. Okay, and then once you get over here to the other side of the head, you can see how I just spread it across, and I'm still going off her part. You don't want to bring the braid too far forward. I don't want it in front of the ear. So I'm going to bring in the rest of her hair from the front. Just grabbing it right here, putting that all in one big section. And then there's one of two things you can do at this point. If you want to just put it in a braid and leave it hanging down, you can do that, but make sure you're pulling the braid down so it's not going to keep pointing forward. So you have to make sure and pull it back behind her ear, and you can put gel on her hair or hairspray those little pieces in. Those bother you, which I don't love them, so I'll show you what I'm gonna do. But you can just, like I said, braid this down and just let it hang. And especially if your daughter's hair is too short to have a long braid, then you can do that as well. Okay, I've got this all braided down. One thing you can do if your daughter's hair is really straight and kind of has flyaways is when you're braiding dry hair, you can hairspray it and it helps it stick together better. But since this braid's got lots of little pokies, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrap it at this point, kind of lay it flat on her head. I'm just going to make a little rosette or bun over here. Just going to wrap the end around. Okay, come here. And tilt your head. And then I'm going to get a bobby pin and just try and get the ends. And that didn't go very well. You can also just wrap an elastic around it, whatever works better. The elastic tends to make it poke out more, so tilt your head a little bit. Whatever you find works better. And she's got a little bow right there, or a little bun. Turn all the way around.